Alan, would you do roll call?
Yes, present.
Bixler.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Approve the minutes of the previous regular scheduled meeting on the 17th of October.
Can I read three of these? Motion to approve.
Okay, I'll second.
Bixler.
Yes.
Holder.
Yes.
All right, next item on the agenda is the finance report.
I get you to sign this real quick, just so I don't miss out.
Okay.
Wish I could take credit for it.
Looks nice.
Does anybody have any questions?
Did we end up adding the new property to the financial statement,
No,
balance sheet?
not yet.
Okay, I was just curious.
It needs to be.
Yep, it does. Have not done that.
What about, no, is Martin Marietta, what's,
They're still paying, aren't they?
Yes.
are they is it monthly, quarterly? What
It's
is it?
monthly.
Monthly.
Okay, where's it? Okay.
You know, I think we probably ought to check with Jana on adding that property. See, maybe it's not gonna make a difference.
Okay. Anything else we need to discuss on it, Colin, or anything? Alan, any more questions or anything?
No, I'm good. I'll move we approve the financial report.
I'll second.
Bixler.
Yes.
Holder. Yes.
Okay. Item number 5 on the agenda is to,
I'll make a motion that we enter into an agreement with Jana Walker, CPA, to do our audit for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 23.
okay, there's the motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Bixler.
Yes.
Holder.
Yes.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is item number 6, regarding services for Emblem Strategies. As you know, we've
Same person.
tabled that motion a couple of previous months. Okay. And so I had a phone conversation with Josh McClintock with Emblem, and he's willing to drop the retainer and to continue to work on our potential for an EDA grant or any other grant that might fit what we're going to do going forward. He would consult with us and advise us as to the possibilities of getting those funds, what direction we should pursue if we have a couple of projects on the board. And we've already paid them up front to write the grant. And at this time, then we would move forward because we have, in my opinion, a number of projects, infrastructure projects that we're working on, potentially at both sites. This would be a logical thing to do, and then As Josh said, it's difficult to recruit businesses to these sites when you're in the middle of construction, and he agreed we might revisit another plan at a later date. So I'm open to any questions in regards to what he said, and he would be available to meet with us at our regularly scheduled board meetings through Zoom. And it looks like a feasible way for us to go, because that helps our cash flow out. And
Well, I think it just makes more sense that we regroup with them down the road when we have more infrastructure for them to recruit to.
okay,
Todd gets back in here, I'll make a motion.
okay, all right. We're waiting for Todd. Okay, I'm going to sign this deal right here. Okay, right here.
You have to sign them as both, because you didn't have a management firm, you guys are acting in management.
Better. No, run that by me again. We're signing.
You're-
Oh, governors, what did he
And
say?
management, because you guys are both, since you don't have employees.
Okay.
If that's not right, then that's just tough, because we've done this, that one, because you
Okay.
don't have any employees.
Okay.
Do we need any dates or any of that?
Yeah, we'll have to put you down as chair,
Okay.
chair, candidate.
Okay.
You want to sign these, or may have Todd's on it?
I'll sign. Does that motion that we're fixing to proceed on, does it need to be worded in a specific way? So I'm
I just think, just cease using, or cease the retainer.
I'd like to make a motion that concerning Emblem Strategies, that we cease to pay them the monthly retainer and revisit it down the road when we have more infrastructure for them to recruit to.
Could you put in your motion, possibly just for clarification, if it ever comes up, about the payment for this month? you'll actually-
Beginning the 1st of December,
Yes.
Okay.
2nd.
Okay, moved and seconded, roll call?
Bixler?
Yes.
Holder?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Motion carries. Okay, item number 7 is concerning advertising for an engineer for our water project with our ARPA funds. And Jeremy has consulted with some people and has, I guess, trying to think if it's actually RFQ that he's sent out. But anyway, visiting, Shelley helped me out and put me in touch with the DA, Mitchell. Visited with him, and because these are ARPA funds, he's certainly thinks we need to advertise, go through the protocol of 10 days.
Well, for that amount of money, I think it's 20 days, actually.
Okay, can you help us with that, or? You mean
Yes.
20 days in the paper?
Well, yes, because we will have to advertise not only in the newspaper, we'll also have to advertise in the commercial magazines.
Okay.
So we have to give them enough time to get it out on their websites and all that kind of thing, so.
So, bringing the board up to date on that, I guess, asking for their permission to start the advertising for an engineer for the water project. Is that,
yeah, and so we can help you do that. Jennifer, our purchasing agent, can help you do
Okay.
this. She will need specs on what she's needing to put in that.
I think Jeremy's got that.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what
So you have a motion, Steve?
no,
Do we need one here?
yes,
Well, I'd make a motion that we pay for advertisement to select an engineer for the water project.
okay. We have a second?
Do we need to set a dollar amount on that?
I think he'll be in the,
So we're advertising for an engineer for the water project on the newly acquired property, is that
Yes, sir.
correct?
That's correct.
So that's probably what our motion needs to be,
Okay.
is, so it's not
But
just.
we don't want it
advertising.
specific to that. What if the engineer, I mean,
well, it's.
I think we have to define the scope.
Will that, you mean in the motion or in the?
Well, we
request?
are in the request
The
for,
request, the scope is in there.
no,
I would assume that the motion would need to match what the request was.
I don't know that, I mean, it's,
Not the entire thing, but Paul, I think if we hire an engineer, if we do.
we're not hiring, we're paying to advertise for an engineer.
Yeah, for request for somebody to come in. So you're thinking if we want to, we could use them for another project without having to do it again? That's your thought?
I mean, my thought on it is when you advertise for an engineer and hire him, I don't wanna have to go through that, change
Well,
engineers for different portions of it, I guess. is what-
it looks like if we have it with our ARPA funds, that would be the project.
But
It's not gonna be, the scope would be from, would include the well sites and the waters obtained to that property, building lagoon, the whole gamut of what our ARPA funds are set up for. So, I guess what I'm getting at, if we just do something of that nature, the key's going to be how in the request, in the advertisement. Well, I mean, without getting, I mean, I don't know how to get in so much detail on this motion, I guess. That's my thoughts.
I don't think you need a whole lot in the motion, really, because
Okay.
in the specs that you'll give us, we'll have all the details, but,
Right.
as long as we make the motion to go out for the bids, and then you get the information to us, that will all be in a packet that we will have to keep forever, so.
I think we
that's
would
where all that
need,
information-
I think if we define it with these ARPA funds, that gives us range and also gives us the closure. Because once that project's over, I mean, that's when those funds are gonna be spent. Let's see here, without. Okay. In this request, RFQ, everything is named here, including the lagoon. This would be an unbelievably long motion, I mean, if we printed the whole thing. Okay, so are we good with?
You want to repeat your motion, Mr. Poe?
I would make a motion that we pay for advertisement to select a water engineer for the rail park ARPA funds.
Okay?
Okay.
I mean, is that what we're doing? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean,
Because once we're gonna have another motion down the road to hire that individual, then that's when we would say what we're using them for.
yes.
We're just simply saying we wanna hire,
And
we
that's
wanna
the bid.
advertise.
The bid right there is gonna say everything you're gonna use them for.
So the only thing we're doing is authorizing the payment of the
Yeah.
advertising.
Advertising.
Yes,
Second.
Dixon,
yes.
Holder,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Jerry's not here. So, I have one item in regards to, economic development on our property that we need to visit about in executive session. So is there a motion to move to executive session?
You want to? I don't want to.
Well, Stan, I'll second, make a motion.
Okay, I move we move into executive session.
I'll second that.
All right.
Okay.